All right, so let's see, we have roll call, we have Claude, you're here. Scott's here.
I think so.
Chad, Monica, and Bob. Okay, Tom is absent. Okay. All right,
He going to be absent.
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's on vacation someplace.
Good.
We wouldn't divulge where, because he's on
Yeah.
vacation.
Smart.
So, all right, first let's do the approval of the May 15 minutes. Anybody have a chance to read them?
I did when they first came out. That was a
Yeah.
long time ago, but,
Yep,
and I noticed one thing.
okay.
I believe, Carrie Ann was at the meeting. I believe she attended. And she's not listed on the attendees.
I think so. She come? Yeah, I thought she did. No, did she not?
She was
come to
here.
that? No, she didn't come to
she
that.
was not here.
No.
She didn't miss the previous one. Oh, she was not at the May 15th meeting?
No,
I thought it was April meeting. She missed it. She came in May.
No,
I
I
thought.
think it was the other way. I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't think, I remember her asking me that day to like, we weren't going over anything specific, so she
right.
wasn't, she
Yeah.
didn't come.
let me look. You think?
I can verify.
She can
All
verify
right, if you
that.
can verify, fine. That's my only comment. Other than that, the minutes were fine by me.
Got
She wasn't listed on the April minutes either. She wasn't,
Yeah.
and I know she came once. That's all.
She was at the 5:15 one.
That's what I
Okay, so
thought.
she was there.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. We'll add Carrie in.
And that was my only
I'm
comment.
gonna take a motion to approve with the addition of Carrie Ann's
So
Indo as an
moved as
attendee.
corrected.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. Corrected.
Yeah.
Good. Update by town administrator. Got anything you want to say?
Well, just let everybody know, with every department, we've met with each department head and prepared budget. And while we were doing our operating budget, we also went through these different pieces so that
Great.
people are reviewing
Oh,
it.
good.
We're getting all of our updates. That's also what prompted the shift in the order of things this year, because, well, first of all, Ryan's away today. Ambulance has to add a bunch of items that we're
Uh-huh.
gonna be adding, so we're just working on getting all those pieces in place. The mechanic had his report pretty much done. So we'll have that shortly, and I'll get that out to you guys.
Yeah, well, we'll take it as soon as he gets
Yeah,
it.
we'll take it and send it, and then I think, I
Send it by
forget what
email,
meeting
yeah.
he's set up
Sure.
at. I
Yeah,
forget
that's
which
fine.
meeting he's at, and we'll get that going. Updates on, we're gonna be talking about the highway equipment. We still haven't received, well, they're not building our dump truck until February. So we're into the next.
You mean the one we decided on last year?
Yes,
Oh,
so both dump trucks will be actually built in 26
Did you,
that are on that list.
were you able to have a talk with him and ask him why it was bumped back when it's
Yeah,
been
why?
on order and known about so long?
yeah.
It was just that, I think the way I understand it, Viking, because they're so backed up, until it hits the ground, they don't put it on the list. And
No,
we
but-
didn't hit the ground until April or May. Like, it actually showed up. I remember him calling me, it was like mid-April when it arrived, and it's actually been sitting down there at ATG. Yeah, exactly. So, and the Ford chassis is here, and we're gonna probably have to float that 85 grand while we wait for the lease thing to happen. So, I'm working on that
Yeah,
project.
cause it on the Ford, as typical, they didn't send you
The van.
the VIN number, so you get the lease part of it
Yeah.
started.
No, nothing.
Neither one of them did.
Neither one.
Yeah,
Yes, for
neither
both
one
of
of
them, neither one.
ATG didn't.
Nobody
know
did
what
it.
they
It's just like, it's just been like spinning our wheels.
Just
And
a
then,
phone call, your truck's here, it's like. Hey. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up.
hey, and
You said
ATG was,
truck's there, it's not here.
well, and their truck was, hey, can we come store it in? They want to know if we want to store it for them. Like, no.
No. Keep it on your insurance, cause the day you
Exactly.
accept
I know.
delivery,
Yeah.
the warranty starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
nope,
right.
Nope, we don't want
Go
anything
back
to
to
do
you
with that.
said they're not gonna start building it till February?
The truck is built,
It's
build with the body and the plows and all
The
of that.
outfitter.
The outfitting.
won't be outfitted. So I was
Until-
what I was leading up to was when would we get it then?
Probably
April, May?
mid to end of March, be middle
March.
of end of
All
March.
right, got it.
You're looking at probably mid-April.
You think it's 2 months? I don't think it's a 2 month build.
It's, they tell you it
It's only
takes 6
outfitted,
weeks
but-
to build them.
Yeah.
The last 3 of them I got? The 6 weeks was in the shop there. Then it had to get in line for the paint shop.
Okay.
Oh.
So they were all about
Okay,
8
so
weeks.
It'll be,
because of
all
the-
right.
I will
Well,
tell you,
good.
it'll show up the day after the
Alright.
last snowfall.
Yeah,
Of course.
That's really what the
Of course.
timing of it is.
All right, we'll get to all of it.
Right,
Okay,
right.
what else you got? Anything else exciting?
So, no, I think those were the two big items and, one of the hope is that, cause the only item that we need to correct when we switched over to 26 with this budget, the two we're talking about today have no changes,
Mhm.
basically in what we planned from last year.
Good.
We're just waiting for, and the one that'll have a little bit of adjustment will be the government buildings one, because that was the one we didn't get our 73 grand.
Right, yeah.
And then some of the other things will just have more expense line items, but it doesn't necessarily, we don't know what that's gonna do to the goal of the appropriation. The other thing I wanna remind everybody, when we started this at the end last year, when we got the final numbers from the engineer on the bond project, we ended up upping the payment for the bond, because we went to
Yep.
a bigger bond. And
For
when
the
we did
highways,
that,
you mean?
yes. So if you recall, the goal this year is going to be, because we were putting I think, don't quote me on the exact amount, it's like $110,000 a year we had to increase on the capital each year. Most of that's gonna go to the highway fund, and everything else will kind of stay flat, so I gotta work on those adjustments.
Mhm.
And then the other ones will all get it, and then the highway one will stay with just inflation, so it's just, we're gonna accelerate one and hold, and then let the rest of them catch up.
Yeah.
Is kind of the plan. So, on the highway piece,
All right, well, hang on a minute. I just have
Go
a
ahead.
couple of quick things on the little note you sent out. I don't think it's September 4th, September 3rd is the Wednesday.
For what?
but we were
What?
gonna switch to this, be on the same day as that's the first budget committee meeting.
Yeah, I got a problem. I'm not gonna be able to make that day.
That's
So-
fine, we can do the third, I'm just saying, when we talked.
Yeah.
When budget committee
Yeah.
came in, we were gonna try and align them.
Yes, I understand.
So if that one doesn't work, that's fine, do the other ones work?
So what are we
after that?
saying?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
August 20th
After that,
and what?
okay, so we'll just
September
keep that
3rd?
one the third,
September 3rd, yeah.
okay, that works.
Okay,
That's fine, I was just trying to
And I'll
get
have to talk to
aligned
you
with the
about the
new
budget
thing.
one because, I'm I have cataract surgery. I had one done the other day, Monday, and I'm getting another one done on the 4th. So on the
Well,
4th, so.
If we need to
be
slide
a
that
little blur.
meeting a week, we can, because the goal is that it was the second, which is the Tuesday, the select board should be saying, send this budget
Right.
to the
Mhm.
budget committee.
Yep,
That's the goal. When we have our first meeting is up to you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be that
Yeah, we'll
Thursday.
see
We
how
can
that
push it
goes.
back. So, but
yeah, I'll talk to you about it.
yeah, so that's the only
Giving
question.
you a heads up, but.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's fine.
okay, good.
That's
So
fine.
So September 3rd will be that one.
Okay.
And
You
then,
get that?
at
Yes,
one
September
point,
3rd, yep, got it.
we had discussed, what we were gonna be covering in this committee, and we had talked about covering library and recreation
Yes,
department. And that's not included on any of the ones you sent.
okay, I can add those.
Okay.
Because library, because the weird part. Library technically falls under government building.
Right, yeah.
right.
Recreation, though, we haven't had in there, and I wanna figure out, cause if
Right.
that's a different
Sure,
animal, so recreation, I gotta add that.
okay,
Because the goal is, we wanna get the library, get them all under the government building side,
that's fine.
cause there'll be two different functions going on as it relates to the library, where
Mhm.
they're looking at, doing a feasibility analysis right now for some work on the third floor. So they would be paying for that, like the design work and everything else, but when it becomes the building, then we figure out, how is that going to work? Because the town owns the building, they're a
Sure.
tenant, so
Right.
they're looking at working on their program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that part we'll have to clean up.
Alright, so we'll include libraries under government, under
Under
building.
government buildings.
Yeah,
I would
building,
agree
okay.
with that, yeah.
Good, that's fine, perfect.
Yeah,
Great.
the recreation, I don't know where to put that one.
Yeah, well, figure it out what you think.
Well, the good thing, and well, the interesting thing
We'll get
about
it
the,
somewhere.
might be just a separate little mini budget line item, and the reason is it has its own little reserve fund,
Yeah,
and it's pretty healthy.
no. Well, good.
So I mean, that's where we
One
would
of the
actually
few
be.
ones.
Well, good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where we would be expending from anyway. So it
Yeah.
might be that we look at it from that perspective, but yeah, that's a good catch. Thank you.
Okay, good, no problem.
Okay.
All right, and we don't have anything from the finance manager? And we just
Yeah,
got.
she's in
time-
Montana right now.
Where is she?
Montana.
Oh, how nice. What's she doing there? Visiting friends or
Vacation.
vacation?
She took a vacation, and I guess years ago, her father had found some deals on some land, and they have land out there, and they're going out,
Nice.
flying around out there. So
Wow,
Hey,
yeah.
Big Sky, right?
yeah, up that area. I think she said she's an hour from Yellowstone,
Wow.
where they are.
Oh, so she's in the southern part of the
Yeah.
state, yeah,
So in that,
Yeah.
in that general area. So
Yeah.
that's all I know.
nice. Well, that's okay. Yeah, good.
That
All
might
right.
be all she wanted you to know.
That's like Tom,
She
she wanted me to know.
she was very clear that there's very little cell service. Very little
No
internet
cell service.
availability.
Come All right.
I'm not,
And
I'm
So
gone.
time frame for the mechanics report is soon. Okay, good.
I hope that I will have it to you before the next meeting.
Okay, that'd be perfect. Okay, then let's get into the highway department.
Well, basically, when I change the date in the program,
Yeah.
it shifts us over one column
Sure.
and starts it.
But you
and-
didn't make that shift yet. is that
No, I
correct?
did that. The one that's printed
No.
is.
This one-
This one-
oh,
this is-
when I
That one
looked
is
at
not-
the Computer. was
What I
not-
did is I sent you the last one that
Got
was
it, got it,
approved,
Right.
Got it.
and then
got it.
I shifted
Thank
over and
you.
I was
This
like,
is-
do we have to make
and
any
now
changes? And I
Changes
went,
now.
Thank
no,
you.
we got it all in there.
Thank you,
Because-
thank you, good, good, I understand, thank
The
you.
$200,000 international dump truck and the start of the lease for the,
Whoa, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm on line one. Crew cab pickup, what's going on there?
well, we're supposed to be buying that right now.
That's what I'm getting at, is that, so
We haven't purchased
give
it
us an
yet.
update on that yet.
We haven't purchased it
Not
yet.
purchased yet, but it's still planned to be purchased.
Yes, right in this
fiscal year.
fiscal year, because
That
that is,
85,000?
yes.
All right, okay. All right, good.
And the next one was the loader, which is supposed to come in the fall.
October, I talked to
Did you talk to
Jeff
Jeff?
Slade
Yeah.
yesterday,
So-
he had a,
The
didn't tell
next
me
one is the loader, I'm sorry, I may go down.
what week.
I'm sorry, next one I see, oh, I'm sorry, it's out in 2028. You're saying next one this year?
Yes.
Cause I see a $318,000 number in 2028 for a six-wheel dump truck, right?
Yeah, that's
Go
what the-
down, can we go down the list so we can keep up?
well, we want to go through, if you want to go through the current year, let's go through the current year and then we'll go through
Yeah, I
the
think
budget
that's the
year.
first question.
How do you want
What
to
have
do
we
that?
bought?
What have we bought?
All right.
We're buying a pickup.
Got it?
We're buying a a cat loader.
Volvo, oh, it's cat, all right.
Right, and
yeah.
we already have,
replacing-
we already have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
gator,
yeah.
the grader and the backhoe we already have. Those are purchased and we made the payments. Were made.
What
the
you mean
payments
those
this year.
released?
Those are the lease and we made that payment already this year.
Made
So
that
the only
payment.
thing we're doing is waiting for the loader. And we
Sure.
gotta order the pickup.
Okay.
So,
got
and
it.
then you expect that sometime later on during this year, the pickup
Yeah,
to show up.
it will happen before the end of the year.
Yeah, so we'll expend the money.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
That's 2025, right?
Have you done a preliminary looking at as far as through the state bid or any of that?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, yeah. I haven't, because we are at such a standstill on the F-600. I was holding back on the pickup because I'm guessing we'll find one on a lot that we need.
Well, this is what I was gonna say is that we might be able to find one
Mhm,
right on a lot
yeah,
that they got in
Right,
and nobody else wants because it doesn't have all of the bells and whistles.
right, yeah.
and I will.
And we don't need all of them.
No, no, absolutely not, no.
And I just want to remind everybody, when we had the July 15th special meeting vote, all things that were on the ballot became official that day, not March. That's why some of these things aren't bought yet.
Yeah, Yeah.
So, and that was the advertisement issue. So, and the other,
Yeah. Let's not make that mistake again this year.
no, and then there's the dump truck. So when you go over to 26, which is the green column,
Yep,
that we have the international six-wheel dump that's to be replaced.
Right, and we're
And-
replacing that with another six-wheeler. Right? That's why it's-
Yeah, this is the small one. This is like, this is more like the, if we get the Freightliner, it'd be the M2 106, that
Yeah,
type of size. It's like a mid-size.
So I have a question on that. The estimated replacement cost is 200,000. Has that column been updated to come what we believe is estimated replacement costs now?
Well, we're now gonna go out and get the pricing for them now,
All right.
you know,
'cause
but
that
that's,
was-
gonna be in the right ballpark.
It's in the right ballpark, I understand. So I don't see an inflation in it. That's why I was asking if 200,000 was our estimate a year ago. You know, do we think it's gone?
I mean, the reality is the
Much-
truck is probably, the truck before it's built, it's gonna run 120, 125
And
for
then it's
that
gotta
size
be
truck, and then
updated.
it'll be built and it'll be about 80,000 to build that.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
So
right in
you-
the right
all
world.
Fine, keep going.
Then we have, we showed the lease for the roadside mower. I have a quote from,
Right,
a preliminary quote from, Kubota, the one that, because they actually have one that's the arms built to be on it.
Mhm.
So we know what it is. And they said, well, if you want a 300-hour lease, it's $25,000. We had 29,000 in last year. We're gonna
for
be
a
in
lease
that,
payment, you
for a
mean?
lease payment. I'm
Yeah.
getting a revised lease payment. It won't change a ton, for that. And then that
There's
is the type
roadside
of lease.
mower for you.
Which one's that? Holy shit, what the hell is that?
Mantis, specifically, state of Connecticut just bought that,
Oh, yeah, but that probably cost them a couple of dollars.
300.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, the good thing, this machine they have one sitting on the lot right now for 200,000. If we go with the 5-year lease, and it's also you turn it in at the end lease, it's not a $1 lease, which is good. Cause we just want to get them in a rotation, cause you just kill them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So right now, I think that's a good placeholder for this conversation while we get the final
Yes,
pricing.
because 5 years ago, they were 198,000
Yeah,
for a Tiger mower,
Yeah.
all-wheel drive.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're right in the right world. So from a planning perspective, we'll get some more updated numbers, but I've been going back and forth with them online, and I think we're gonna end up in the right general vicinity.
And that's on site, and so we'll just be able to get it as soon as.
There's
we
one,
get that.
if we wanted to go buy it now and say, well, we don't have to make a payment till next year, I could get it now, and the select board has been added per the warrant articles to be the agents to expend, so we can
Mhm.
expend the time we need to know, we don't have to wait for a vote every time.
Right,
So it just, we're
good.
doing
Yeah,
it that
right,
way, so we
right.
can actually start to get these things underway.
That was a good
Okay.
thing to do there, yeah.
And the next 4 items you see are the bond payments for the 2 leases.
I'm sorry, where, the next?
That's,
the
you
next
see
one
4
is-
in a row.
right.
The
we're
4.
still
the
waiting
one-ton,
on-
Oh, yeah,
grader,
those-
those 4 in a row are just still in the budget for those 2 lease payments.
Still in budget, but none of them have begun yet.
Well, 2 of them we're paying for.
Which one, which?
The
two?
The grader and the backhoe.
The grader and the
Oh, the
backhoe we're
grader
paying
and
for
backhoe.
now.
Yeah, got it.
The
I
other
see
2
that.
are just.
The other
those
two
trucks
will
that are
be the
sitting
new
wherever
ones
they
this
are.
Right,
year.
yeah, they're naked trucks that have nothing on it.
Mhm.
So
Sorry if it
one of
was
them
more
says
naked.
what, Ford 1-ton, am I right about that?
Yeah, that's what the,
Ford 1-ton?
It's a
Yeah,
Ford,
but
it's an
on-
F600, which is like a super 1-ton.
Now, you said something about the F600.
Yeah, that's-
About me
that's
thinking
the
there's a
one.
problem or what?
no,
No, it's sitting on the lot.
It's sitting on the law, yeah. But it's just, it
It's
took,
collecting
it
dust.
was
I got
one of
another
those
email
things
today, when you
where-
gonna come get it?
yeah, when we were gonna get the lease going, they were supposed to, as soon as a VIN number was created, they were supposed to contact us.
Right,
But they didn't.
Oh, that's.
All of a
And we
sudden, they
still-
called and said,
earlier.
your truck,
Yeah,
there," and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
And I
well,
still don't even actually have the VIN number, I don't think.
probably not.
I don't think I
Oh,
actually
good.
have the
Huh.
VIN numbers.
Okay, I got it.
To
That was that
look
one.
into for our future trucks
Yeah.
that I was able to do with Scott Reed
Mhm.
is I made the purchases on the internationals from Scott Reed, turnkey ready. And same we did with the Fords.
Mhm.
We were able to get it turnkey ready, so we did not have to make payment until we took delivery, and that's when the warranty started.
Yeah,
Well, that
That's,
should
that's
be-
what we
that's
have
what
on
it
the
should be.
Freightliner.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
On
that's,
Western.
that's, they made. Oh, Western.
What's this, yeah.
Yeah, they made the deal with Viking,
Viking, yeah.
and they are gonna give us a delivered truck, and we pay them 275,000.
Yeah.
So the Ford is the only one that's a 2-piece.
Yeah. which it won't be again.
No.
Well, live and learn, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
So,
this is the
so-
problem why we went that route, because we got in that situation that we had two Fords
Mhm.
that we bought.
hmm,
And those were the last two that were done by Fairfield.
mhm.
We had a build date with Fairfield. It ended up getting pushed back 8, 9 months.
Hmm.
So warranty had started on the cab and chassis
Oh,
because we had to take delivery and pay for that.
right.
And then it's 8, 9 months before the build started.
that's not good.
No,
No.
Yeah,
So I'm confused though. The next, you say the 4 in a row, but the third one out of the 4 in a row, Western Star number 9, 10-wheel dump. Is that the one that's been delayed till next
That's the one that's being
Yes.
built in February.
February, March?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's that one.
Yeah.
Weren't we gonna get one last year and another one this year? I thought I remembered.
No, that was the one we were getting last year.
All right.
And the one you see for this year is the six
which
wheel, the
one?
smaller one. That's,
Oh,
yeah, the
okay,
international.
thank you.
Yeah,
One each year,
One
but
each year, two
10
different
wheel was
vehicles.
supposed to
Yeah.
be for last year.
Yeah, this one will
6 wheel
probably
this
take
year.
3 years to
Got
get
it.
done too.
All right. I was
well, that's the problem. You're looking, everything I've checked into, you're looking now, because of these outfitters going out, Viking is pretty much the only show left.
And
You're
everybody's
looking at
buying
2
it.
years
Right.
from the
They're
time
buying.
you order a cab and chassis.
Wow, that's terrible.
Well, and the thing is we're at 3 years for the fire truck we ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, it's just, everything is way out.
unbelievable.
So then I guess, Bob, the question to you is this gonna cause any issues? Are we gonna have, what kind of issue, let me ask this question, what kind of issues are we gonna have?
Yeah,
Oh, well, the truck it's replacing is the oldest truck.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, and we nursed it through last winter and
Mhm.
we're gonna have to put some money into it to get it through this winter.
for
For
this
sure,
winter,
yeah,
because,
for sure, because we weren't planning on
Yeah.
it, a build
But
date.
again-
Good,
of-
no, I understand, yeah.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
but
that's
it's
gonna
not,
be in the mechanics report, basically, that,
Yeah.
yes,
this is the-
because those are
Yeah.
actually, these vehicles that are in this are all saying the same thing. They're all in the crap stage, they all, I saw his report. They're still like, yeah, these 3 are awful and they need to be replaced and they're in
Mhm.
process.
Is the lesson out of all this that we need to order earlier for later delivery? And not take delivery before we need it, but do we need to be ordering earlier, knowing that everything is?
Well,
fixed
we're trying to
in
do
2 or
that
3
when we
weeks?
can.
Yeah.
We are trying to get there. We're just so far behind that we're still like, but the positive in the conversation about throwing some money into that 10-wheel, we're not getting rid of that one. We're gonna pick what we're gonna get rid of because that's a good spare truck. We don't actually
Gonna
have
to
a
use
spare
that one for
truck.
your spare.
You know what I mean? So having a spare and then you can use it in the summer to haul some gravel and stuff, that'll be good. We're not gonna put money in it and
And
then
then
hand
trade
it off.
yeah,
No,
a
the
month-
goal is
2 months later, yeah.
we
yeah.
need to be almost all tandems and not 6-wheelers.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, we've had that
Because
conversation.
Yeah,
it
just because
just
of the
doesn't make
distances
any
we're
sense.
traveling.
Yeah, it's just we're doing
Time
we're doing
factors
double
and
work.
size of the roots.
Yeah,
And we actually, in my previous life, we did an analysis, like, what was it costing us to run the 6-wheeler and the 10-wheeler, and it was
Right.
like maybe 1 mile a gallon difference
Mm.
for double the load.
Mhm.
Like, you're just losing your
Sure, no, yeah,
butt with
we
the single
had that.
axle, so.
I think you'll find with the higher horsepower that's in those 6-wheelers, you're not, the only additional cost on those 10-wheelers is 1 drive shaft and 1 differential.
Right.
yeah,
And what you'll find is that, and especially now, the newer tandems have much better turning radius, so we were able
Yes.
to get in these little tighter spots that we couldn't get with the tandems before.
Mhm.
So all in all, anytime we're gonna replace any of our 6-wheelers, it's most likely gonna be with a tandem.
Right. This
and
is
it comes
not a
down to
conversation.
resale.
Well,
too.
so you
At
see
the end,
that,
it's
yeah,
like nobody
yeah,
wants a
you're telling-
6-wheeler.
Well, the list has,
We're still gonna go for a 6-wheeler this year?
no, that's a little one. That's like a mini truck.
The blue International that you see around town plowing.
It's like a
the
half
blue
tire.
cab, that is right at that break-off point of CDL licensing requirement.
Yeah,
So you can have somebody in it without a CDL, but you
Okay.
can still haul
Yep.
a decent load
Yeah,
with
no,
it.
So I recall
Yeah.
that discussion last year, so my comment might be, you're telling me that this Western Star number 7 6-wheel dump is that line item is gonna remain a 6-wheeler, maybe we should call it something a little different to differentiate it from the six-wheel dumps we're not
Well,
gonna.
That's the
we're,
one being
what
replaced.
what we've listed is that
Right.
what's actually, what we currently have. If you
Right.
look at the dollars, you'll see that the six-wheel dump that's listed as Western Star is a $300,000.
So that's. 'cause
That's
it's convert to a-
that's,
Oh.
we're converting to a 10.
So the one above it, number six. we're
Six
gonna
and seven
convert to
both are
10-wheel.
converting to tens.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
There's two
Six
of
and
them.
seven, both?
Yes, both of them are
And
gonna
yeah.
convert to tens.
I'm
The one for
sorry.
this year is number 5.
One for this year's number.
Yes.
20.
Oh, I was off by a line.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
off by a line. Sorry.
I just had cataract surgery.
They do
but-
kind of blur together.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
He can see, he just can't
I can
read.
still see with only one eye.
So 6 and 7, we're gonna convert to 10-wheelers
Yeah.
when they're
Yes.
done.
When their time's
Yeah,
up.
that's correct.
This year, we're doing,
The small six-wheel.
what's,
15 and
international,
Yeah,
that
right.
one. All right. Got it.
And just out of curiosity, how long is that gonna take to show up? We ordered it, is it gonna be ordered? Or are we gonna wait until we get approval to vote?
The issue becomes the same one we had last year.
Mhm.
All of this stuff is being paid out of the reserve fund,
Right,
so I wouldn't order it until I see the funding to the reserve fund.
okay,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, we want to make sure that we're getting that and then we know we can pay for it.
right, and what kind of lead time are we talking on this six-wheeler?
Probably 2 years.
That's-
probably right around the same, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
So
still
everything's
liking up.
lagging, and I will tell you in a weird way, other than Bob's blood pressure. It doesn't hurt us
Hmm.
because the money all goes into the reserve account and we just keep building it. We're saving the money anyway. It's not like it has to deal with next
It
year's
hurts us if the
budget.
equipment's not operational. It costs
Well,
a lot of
that's why the
money.
blood pressure.
The
Yeah.
maintenance, the blood
No,
pressure.
I understand the need
The
to.
doctor bills.
Appropriate the funding.
Right.
Right, but I'm also concerned about the needs of the departments.
Well, that's why we're
Yeah,
getting to,
right.
we're getting to a tighter
Exactly.
replacement program. This first couple of years, it's gonna be kind of a Russian roulette.
Hmm.
But we are getting to a tighter, 7 or 8 year replacement program. And if we have a spare truck, it starts to take the pressure off. Like, once we get this first one,
Mhm.
it starts to aid with some of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of
I
where
I
we're.
would like to hear that really from Bob rather than you.
All right.
Yeah, but it's true, yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather hear from him. I mean, I appreciate what you do.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but
and- and
we have, we
You're
spend
spending
so
down the
much.
finances, great, good job on that. But, and you look at things,
Mm-hmm.
from two perspectives, and not just you look at it from the finance and from the needs.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks at it more from the needs, and
Yeah.
I want to make sure that, he's getting reasonably what we can get to him as his needs
Yeah.
and meet his needs. So, you should just speak up if you have
Yeah,
something
no,
different.
Well, we
Cat and I have already
well,
had all these.
Yeah,
discussions,
we
so it's
sit in the
like-
office and we go back and forth
Yeah.
on this quite a bit.
Yeah, I know, but now he's got other people that could listen.
But what, sorry?
I'm
Um,
just asking.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, that'll take some of the pressure out having a spare truck.
Good.
And we do need to tighten up the replacement, it's just like, we're keeping them too long,
Mhm.
it's, and it's just the nature of, Scott will tell you, of a municipality truck, you're not gonna get 20, it ain't a construction company where the dump truck sits all winter, it's out in the
Sure.
salt, out in the crap, and it's like that, the one we're
And they're
replacing this year
eliminating
is even
everything
worse,
you
it's
leave
all
the yard.
salt
Yeah.
and chloride in the summer,
Uh-huh.
so it's always in the rust.
Yeah,
So you just said we're keeping them too long.
Hmm. Yeah,
Fine.
yeah,
Yeah. We're finding that it takes 2 to 3 years to get delivery,
right.
so it puts us back in the same box. We have to keep them too
Well,
long.
Hmm.
The
So how
the
do we
goal
get out
is,
of that box?
I don't know.
when we're ordering now, okay, when we make this next order, we're gonna be doing the same thing we did last year. We're gonna be getting them every year now because we had to get to the first
As long
one.
as we order sooner.
Right.
To provide
Mhm.
enough lead time to when we're gonna need delivery.
Right.
See, that's why we ordered the fire truck this year.
Right.
We ordered it ahead.
We've
Ordered
ordered
it
it.
ahead, yeah, good. I
The
understand.
problem is, the town was behind by about 8 years of ordering it.
Right, yeah.
So now we're,
Yeah.
At least
we're
eight
trying to
years.
get things
Wow.
moving
Yeah.
forward. This truck that's gonna be ordered for replacement this year, that little blue International,
Mm.
they bought as a used truck. So somebody else already got the goodness.
You got that right. It really has, it's one
Somebody
of
else
those things, it
had
has no
that.
miles on it, it's just all rotted out.
It just was
It's
not,
fine. For sure, yeah.
There's a
Okay.
lot of these towns that for some reason don't believe in washing their trucks
Mm.
after a storm to get rid of
Get rid of
all
salt.
of that salt.
Oh,
But a
man.
lot of it that you get on your plow trucks is that sand gets into every crevice around the frame suspension. And you literally wear through
Oh, yeah.
components
Yeah.
that an over-the-road truck never gets wear on.
They just have a rough life.
And evidently.
So let
for-
me ask you another question.
Sure.
Are you, in terms of the mechanic that we now have, because I don't know who it is,
Mhm.
and are you getting out of that job function what you need for your trucks?
It's getting there, but he's still really green. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, we're firing more stuff out, you know, to keep up,
Mm-hmm.
but.
What does that mean, firing more stuff out?
Farming.
Farming more stuff out to contractors is
Yeah.
because, but a part of it, hopefully, when we do get caught up with the equipment not all being so complicated at the same time, you know, because, he's trying, to do, all your maintenance stuff. But
Right.
There's 2 to 3 repairs a day,
Sure.
and that ain't just between,
No, I understand.
cruisers.
But I get it,
you know,
yeah,
fire
that's why I'm
departments,
asking.
yeah.
50 vehicles. I
Yeah,
know.
it's a lot. I don't know how they
When
ever
did we
did it
hire
with
this
just.
mechanic?
When did he started? Just
Last
after the-
September.
Yeah,
I
September.
was gonna say,
This is
almost
less
a
than a
year
year.
ago.
Okay.
Quite a
We
year.
have
the
a couple of
reality is-
vehicles now under lease. We have the the grader and the backhoe, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
And the major repairs that are being done to
Mhm.
that are supposedly being covered by the manufacturer and not by our mechanic.
Well, we're
right?
still in the warranty period. though,
Right,
so.
yes, yeah. we're
Right,
still
so they're-
warranty
so
there.
anything that breaks down with them, he doesn't have to deal with that.
Well, the thing is most of the stuff, and that's one of the other pieces of this. Most of the stuff with the things like the graders and stuff, we can't fix
Yeah.
when it comes to,
No, no, no.
I'm just saying like
Software.
we
I'm just-
use them. So from a timing perspective,
Mhm.
we're not waiting anymore to say, well, we got 5 trucks down and we're waiting for our mechanic to get to them. We are getting the truck fixed.
No, I understand. So,
So-
but my question is going a little deeper.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you think about, future vehicles that we're gonna purchase, like this
Mhm.
6-wheeler,
Mhm.
does it make sense to have get that under a lease rather than a buy? Because that way the repairs that they're gonna happen are gonna be done off shop and the mechanic will be freed up to do more work.
As long as it depends on what the warranty is we get.
I was
Right,
gonna
so
say,
that's
it's
what
gonna
I'm-
be very difficult
Go
to
ahead.
get a maintenance warranty
Mhm.
for plow equipment.
Okay,
Because
because
of,
I know nothing about.
Yeah,
it.
No,
because they know
because
what,
of
they
the
know what the
nature-
equipment goes through. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
you can take a plow truck, put a driver in it and get 20 years out of that truck. You can put a different driver in the same identical truck and have it ruined in one.
Well, let's get the first guy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, and this is why they
Working on
will not
this.
give you,
Let's get the
they
first
will
guy.
not
We
give
are
you
working
a
on it.
blanket
Hmm.
warranty
Hmm.
on plow equipment. You'll have the manufacturer's warranty
Mhm.
on the cab and chassis. You will have
And the
your
powertrain, right?
outfitters, you'll have your outfitter's warranty on their equipment that they mount onto the truck.
Mhm.
But I was never able to get them to even talk to me about warrantying, anybody
package.
warrantying the package.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
we
we
had
didn't.
one
And
that the
the-
frame broke because the company put the wrong plow on it.
Okay, yeah.
And it took almost 6 months because there was the fight between 2 insurance companies, between warranties.
And that's the reason when you look at the way I did this program is what I call the yellow equipment is always lease. The trucks are always buy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it just makes more sense that way. Like you can keep the yellow equipment longer, but you're going to be playing with that very differently. There's a whole different lifespan to them.
Mhm.
See,
And
I
I
don't
think
know
that's the
if
thing.
they even offer it now. That backhoe that they still have in Enfield,
Mhm.
I had to fight with them. I demanded a hydraulics warranty because it was offered, but it's not in their brochure.
Right.
And they said, well, that was like $300 or whatever on it. I
Mm.
said, yes,
Mm.
I want the extended 7-year hydraulics warranty.
Mm.
What is a piece of equipment backhoe doing? It's all hydraulic work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do not put in their brochures they'll put in driveline warranties.
Mm,
They will not print that they offer the hydraulics warranty. You have to ask
Yeah.
specifically,
They don't advertise it, that's for
Nope.
sure, yeah, yeah.
because it either lasts its lifespan without a problem, or it is a problem.
And I will say that since Bob has started, we are for the first time. People are assigned trucks and they're getting much different level of maintenance and care.
Yeah.
So our truck.
Cause
life
we
spans-
know who's doing it. right?
Yeah, yeah,
it's like-
a lot of it,
exactly
yeah.
right. So the
You can't
life-
be like, oh, I didn't drive it
So when you
yesterday.
try to farm out some of this repair work,
Mhm.
is it easy or hard to find people to do it?
It's not hard to find people to do it, it's hard to pay for it.
Well, hey,
Yeah, I mean,
it's expensive.
it is expensive,
Yes.
yeah. I
You're
mean, we
talking
have
100
three
plus
places
an hour.
local that we can deal with for, heavy truck stuff. And they're all very capable,
Mhm.
some are more expensive than others,
Sure.
but yeah. Some have a little more waiting time than others, but no, it's not a problem, it's just, they never. I don't think they ever wanted to do that before.
Mhm.
Because of the cost, you're already paying a mechanic, a salary and a.
Yeah, but
benefits
we
and all that.
we all recognize now that, one mechanic, he can just do so much.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
there's so much maintenance, regular maintenance work, oil changes,
Mhm.
tire
Right.
changes, that kind of stuff on the entire town's fleet.
Yeah.
Not just your department, but
Right.
the other department.
Yeah.
That's might be even enough to just to keep a guy busy all the time.
Oh,
Do you know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm always searching for a way to accelerate to get us a little further ahead of the power curve. That's all. And so that's why I asked these
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah.
because, I want to see if we could.
That's the
figure out-
other thing is
thing
with the
is-
equipment, all the Caterpillar equipment, like even if it's a light comes on,
Mhm.
we don't have the software.
Sure.
It has to go to CAT.
Yeah, and there's no way-
and to
yeah.
buy the software, it's like, you might as well buy another piece of machinery.
Yeah,
no,
It's
I-
outdated in a couple of years.
Yeah, no, I mean, there is a
Yeah,
balance
yeah.
that, needs to be struck there,
Yeah.
and, we keep
And
looking.
they're very
for it,
expensive when
but we
they.
keep searching for the right balance.
Well, the balance
together.
will be. And then I don't like to make predictions like this, but I'll do something stupid. 3
Are you
years.
recording? This isn't being recorded, right? And there's
3
no
years-
tape
in the
erasing
next-
allowed. Okay, go ahead.
He's trying to, for consistency.
If you look at where we are.
Yeah.
And we look 3 years from now,
Right.
and we have a couple of these replacements in the program,
Mhm.
and we have a good backup, and then we have better maintenance. I think we're gonna start to catch up where our rotation program will be such that, okay, we're. The kind of stuff we've had to fix on trucks, if we had a regular rotation and regular maintenance, we wouldn't be spending any of that money.
No, I understand.
So I'm
This is a
saying, like,
Conversation we've been having for 2 years. now,
Right, so I'm
Chad,
saying, like, so when you get to that,
I want to keep digging,
well, no, once we get through a couple of these garbage trucks. And I mean that, like, the best example is that stupid Dodge
Mm,
that, it has 13,000 miles on it. It's broke down more,
Mhm.
and we
Yeah.
had to replace the
Really?
whole rear end. It's got, again, maintenance
Yeah.
was part of it.
all the brakes off
It,
it.
like, the maintenance has been a nightmare on it.
But wait, that 13,000.
It's a 20 it's 21 or
warranty, right?
20, no, well,
No.
some things are warranty, thank God, but some aren't, because
Mm.
a lot of it's maintenance related. And we can't get that done, and when you look, it's the Dodge
Uh-huh.
1-ton, it's like a
2021.
2021,
Yeah, it is.
and it's
We're on
it's a
22.
disaster,
Dodge number 4, is that it?
yeah.
Yes,
It's an absolute disaster for getting it repaired and trying to keep it on the road.
And
So what's our plan with that,
because
baby?
we were not able to maintain them properly.
I wouldn't use the word able, we didn't maintain them properly. And what that means is, and this is part of the thing where we're talking about having a truck assigned.
Mm.
That's a truck that everybody uses, cause it's
Mhm.
not like assigned to one person.
Yeah,
They're not rinsing it off after the storms. It's not getting the proper maintenance, like all this stuff, and then the brakes all freeze and it ruins everything, like. It's just, and right now we have a program that's getting all these trucks cleaned, which was not happening. And we're getting the maintenance done, and when something goes wrong, we fix it, we don't just keep running it.
So again, that one,
And I wanna-
Dodge number 4, is that right?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes,
There's no replacement at all planned.
Right,
It's planned.
and, but it wasn't, well, there is.
So that
eventually.
line across is blank all the way across.
Yeah, because when you gotta go to the next round, because it's a 21, it's supposed to be 29.
This goes out to
Okay,
31,
well,
Yeah.
that's fine.
and I
We
do
can
not
fix
see
that.
it.
Like
I'm
number
pointing that
4.
out. You need to
Yeah,
get
we can
that in
fix
the
that.
plan. There's absolutely no.
Well, it may end up moving up. If
I
we
hear
keep this
ya.
up.
Oh, yeah, no money here.
Yeah,
There's no money at all in this plan for that
2032,
truck,
Yeah.
ever.
Well,
And
what
that's
it,
too long.
right now it says 32. We know it wasn't gonna last that long, but we have to reorder some stuff.
Oh, that's why it says 32. I see that
Yeah.
now, and that would be the next column, but
Right.
it's not.
No, it's not gonna make
last
that.
long.
Not gonna make that. So these are the things that we're gonna have to do some shuffling with.
And
look
one
at
of
that.
the other things on that class truck, I ended up,
It's in the, it's in the. other
that class
section.
truck, having to do the brakes, calipers, rotors, pads every year.
I would say it's a year.
Because the rotors now,
They're junk.
Yeah,
They're building, making them out of junk metal.
yeah,
that
Terrible.
and a rotor used to be hardened
Yeah,
all the way through.
right?
Now they only harden about 100 thousandths
The
of the
only surface
surface.
harden them?
In their surface hardening, it is calculated, this is what came from engineering to me when I checked into it. The average pad will take 80 thousandths of the surface in the lifetime of the pad. That's why we can't turn them anymore.
right, yeah.
Yeah, we can't do them.
No.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
I tried doing a
They
set
cut
in my
costs
lathe and you just go
Crazy.
through and
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I
So
understand.
let me ask this
I-
question,
yeah.
is the mechanic
Ridiculous.
now, does he have the time to do the proper maintenance on all of our vehicles?
He has the time to do the regular maintenance. And then the big stuff sometimes has had to been farmed out, like we said.
Yeah.
But then also each truck driver is responsible for a certain amount of that regular maintenance.
So what I'm hearing is that we won't have the same kind of maintenance problem.
A couple
moving-
years from now.
Moving forward.
Right.
Let's hope so,
But,
yeah.
well,
We're reducing it. Let's say this.
no,
We are for the first time in I don't know how many years fully staffed. All of our vehicles are on the road.
Hmm.
We are not running extended periods of time with down even one truck. We haven't seen it yet, where in the past there was 4 and 5 trucks down. You know what I mean? Like, so maintenance is having an impact already. And then it's gonna be, the issue we're running into now is the longer we keep the trucks that weren't maintained in the beginning, the more expensive the repairs are
Good.
getting.
yeah.
And that's
because they go
really
deep.
the curve we're
no,
dealing with.
I get it.
Yeah, so,
Something for you, Sal, being on the budget committee.
Yeah.
On his repair line item,
Mhm.
that's probably going to should be and have to be raised.
Understood.
Because there's a certain amount of the work on these trucks has to go to one of these shops
Mhm.
because of emissions and that, it has to be connected to the
Oh,
computer.
No, I
And we
understand.
cannot,
One of the reasons why, I don't know if you know that, I'm also chairing the
Oh, yeah,
budget committee,
Yeah.
so. I'm
That's why I
asking questions
wanted-
now because I know I'm gonna have to deal with them.
right, absolutely.
that's why I
down the
want to
road.
mention, because there's a certain amount on your emissions on a brand new truck is covered under warranty.
Mhm.
But there's also a tremendous amount of it that isn't.
Mm.
And if one of these emission systems gets damaged, it's $12,000 to $15,000 is where it starts to replace it.
Mhm.
and our favorite emissions issue is our chipper.
Yeah.
Really?
Cause you gotta have DEF, and that's just like,
I don't know what
we
that is,
actually
but all right.
They
just get
have,
rid of the chipper. It's like where we
they
go.
have, and they also have a DEF now
Hmm.
that's supposed to stop the crystallizing.
Right, yeah. Yeah, cause it's still going into, it's not fixed. I mean, they come and they reset it and it's the software that's in it. It's like,
It's still
it'll
not
have
right.
17, it'll run just about 30 hours and they'll go into limp mode again. And they'll come and they'll clear it, but because of the software in it, they said it's not timestamped or anything, so there might be 13 codes, but they don't know what one did it. So it's like, I don't know what to do, you know?
Now is Cat the one that's having to work on that?
Yes, because it's
Because
got a
that's
cat,
Cat.
right?
Is that Cat software or Moorbark software?
It's perking Perkins software. but
Cause
it's
I've got a
cat motor.
Caterpillar in it.
You're right. Yeah, the guy said the only thing Caterpillar about that is the yellow paint.
Yes.
He said, he called it
Because cat
he called it the
Perkins-
redheaded stepchild of cat motors. That's what he said. But he said, other than the emissions, he says they've never done anything to that motor. He said, like, they've never had one fail mechanically. It's always the software.
The chipper that detonated
Mm-hmm.
that we had out there, we did get, but that was through Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Because the control boxes were all through, they had John Deere, but it was Bandit's control
Mhm.
box. That had that timestamp problem and you didn't know when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
They provided an updated box that we just had to take that one off, send it to them, put on.
Yeah.
You might wanna check. Ask 'em
I've
what
mentioned
they're-
it to every tech that's come in and no one has mentioned anything like that, but I'll ask. Yeah.
Cause maybe we need to ask them, whose diesel should we put on it to correct the problem?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so, the only thing that I've heard that, is at all a little screwy is that, we got this truck that's, was supposed to be due in 2032. That's probably not gonna make it that long.
No, and
Oh,
we will update all of these things. Cause we have
That
the,
was
we have the,
why-
we have the follow-up and that's gonna move
Yeah.
up, which may
Doing
affect
it.
some other stuff.
Understood,
And that's what we have to figure out.
right, but otherwise, you've been over this, Bob, and you're comfortable.
Yeah,
with
we've
the
been over
replacement
it
schedule
a
that's in
couple
here?
times. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think where we sit now, as far as, the near future, we're looking good. If we get through this winter,
Mhm,
because like I said, we've never planned on keeping that oldest truck
Sure.
another winter.
Yeah.
I was so proud we got it through last winter. Now I'm like, we gotta do this again. But that's
You're gonna have the same driver in it this winter,
Yeah.
you think? So
And
that'll make a big difference.
that's why I put him in
Yeah,
it.
A little
because
better
he's very-
driver.
He's very mechanical and he always gets it home and small little repairs, he'll fix it right there and he keeps it running, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad because I feel like I'm punishing it. As long as he
Well,
gets
tell
the
him,
new truck.
tell him it's coming.
I told him, I did tell him that, I go.
The new truck. Get the new truck.
Go ahead.
There you go, there you go.
And then one of the other trucks starts and he goes, why don't you trade with him?
Yeah, he's pretty good natured about it.
You got anything else you wanna?
No, everything looks decent. Yeah, we just talked about the mower thing and so that's gonna be something that's gonna come up, so.
All right, well, thanks for your time. You don't need to stay. You could go.
Oh, I appreciate it.
How is?
Get out of here if you want. Have some dinner.
They're both running good, yeah. We
What's
haven't
that?
run the deck mower much. What's that?
What's running good?
Oh, the roadside mower.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's old and while the one that we're running the most is the one that they rebuilt the motor, I believe.
Mhm.
But it's, I mean, it burns a little oil, but they're actually kind of my two better pieces of equipment because there's none of that emissions crap on.
Yeah.
They're just an old school diesel, so that's why you keep the old
around
age
as long
oil.
as you can. What's the-
So that chipper has software in it that stops it from operating if the.
It'll go
software
into
thinks
limp
the
mode.
emissions are not right.
That's right, and it's,
God.
and no one can seem to
Ah.
pinpoint it because of when they plug it in, like I said, there'll be a bunch of codes, but.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't
I
tell
know.
Which one
I
caused.
heard you.
Yeah, which one
It's
caused 16 of them to pop up?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Oh,
it
And this is why
ridiculous.
And it's only got 400 hours on it, that chip.
I hear you.
It's a
two
beautiful
three
piece of equipment.
companies that we had talked to after Enfield got detonated were both going back to gasoline powered chippers because the auto feed, they're able to keep up the RPMs. They just stop more often.
Yeah, just a different cage.
Because of the emissions. The one we replaced in Enfield
Mm.
has the 6.2 Ford
Yeah,
industrial.
yeah,
Gas
that's
job
what
in
Hanover
it.
did too,
Yeah.
same thing.
Are you telling me when you have a gas powered chipper instead of diesel, you don't have that software issue?
Correct.
The software is,
Because you-
software is only related to the DEF. to
The
diesel.
emissions. system.
Eating diesel,
Diesel exhaust
emissions.
fluid.
You have to put in
I didn't know
engine
what
is
the EF
catalytic
meant.
converter.
Yeah.
The diesel exhaust fluid.
Yeah.
Ah,
Cause see, the only
I buy it for my
emission
truck,
on the gas is your catalytic converter.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
bridges.
Wow.
Bridges,
Bridges.
the only thing there is to report on bridges,
Is-
basically, we shifted the year, okay? The only thing, the timing of, we have all three bridges that have the grants attached to them, which is Transfer Station Road, Goose Pond, not Goose Pond, Grist Mill, Hill and Potato Road are all in design. They've all been, the preliminary design has been approved by the state. We have signed packages with each of the groups. The engineers are continuing to work through design work and permitting. And the only thing I'm gonna be getting here shortly is an updated schedule, so it might shift which year these things happen, but it doesn't change our overall funding program that we want to do. So we're just gonna keep marching right along with funding the Bridge Reserve Fund. And then if the things move back, that's helpful, because we're supposed to be budgeting somewhere around 90, or what's our correct appropriations, $100,900. We're not getting to that until we get out to like 2031. You know what I mean? So it just depends on if we need to accelerate that. This isn't the year to do it because we're still dealing with all grant money. And especially with Grist Mill Hill, we're gonna spend about $300,000 on design work between now and the end of the year is the plan. And if we do that, then in January, we get reimbursed. So we'll be getting all of that back, because Grist Mill Hill, we won't pay for any of the design or anything. Potato Road will pay for 20% of the design, but none of the construction. And we pay 80% of the total package
We pay
for the
20%.
20%. 80% is grant funded. 20% of the total package on Transfer Station Road, but that's the least expensive of the bridges. So in total, we may spend $350,000 or $400,000 for $11 million worth of bridges.
Yeah, same as
So-
the picture last year.
Yeah, so it's basically,
Yeah.
there's nothing new for the plan unless
And all three
unless
are
we
in design
identify
right
the
now.
expenses. All three are well into design and
And will all three be into construction next year?
No.
2026?
no, there was one, I think Potato Road was supposed to go first. And Grist Mill Hills will
Was,
be right
there's
behind
supposed
it.
to be 26
Yeah,
on Potato Road, 27 on Grist Mill.
yeah.
Because you
Wow.
really don't want to do them at the same time, because of those are two accesses to the same
To
area.
the same area,
And
okay,
and Transfer Station was supposed to happen in 27 also.
all right.
So that's where we were sitting. Now the question is, based on the design holdups and stuff and permitting, I gotta find out if Potato Road has slid a year or not. That's the only thing I don't know. So I will know that here shortly. I don't, it's just whether they can go to bid this winter, because if they can't go to bid this winter,
It's not
it's
getting
not
done
gonna
next
done.
summer.
No,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah.
that's what I'm waiting to
Right,
hear.
That's right.
But they've been chugging right along on that one, so I have to get an update.
I know they've been over there and done more work.
Yeah.
As far as any of their testing and stuff.
Yeah,
over
people got
there.
upset when they were doing some borings in the road.
Right, so just help me out, understand, so at some point in time, theoretically, according to this plan, Potato Road. We're supposed to, in 2026, if
Yes.
it's all according to the plan, we're supposed to shell out $2,950,000. But
Yes.
that doesn't actually happen.
Well,
Does-
we get most of that back.
Yeah, but that's the next
And
year.
we show all the revenue side on 2028, which is a 6,965,000.
Yeah,
That it just was all packaged because it's all done in reimbursement.
right, so what I'm saying is the contractors, do they wait for their money?
No, we have to
We
pay
have to
for
pay
it.
it, so we have to get some kind of a,
We will have to
Bridge
get it,
loan.
yes. We will have, if we are not able to get the funding right away,
yeah,
again, all this was dependent on if the state had gotten to where they needed to be. Once we hit next year,
Mhm.
we might be able to get the refunding faster. And then if I can see where the actual expenditures are gonna be, I can apply the revenue back in that year.
right, but it all.
The net's the
we're
net.
gonna have to borrow some money, so
Yes.
there's gonna be
Well,
some
it's like-
additional cost.
We're also not paying back our current tax anticipation note yet because we gotta carry the 300,000 that we're gonna get reimbursed in January.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So we're holding that 300,000 right now. So, things like that.
No, I'm just trying to understand. so,
Yeah.
You know,
Yep, no, that's
it
fine.
were gonna cost us more money.
Yeah, except that when we look at the overall cost, I don't look
I'm
at.
not worried about
yeah,
that, I'm just,
Yeah,
you know, I look at every dime.
Yeah.
I watch the
understand.
dimes, you know?
I
That's all.
understand,
Yeah.
but yeah.
You have to, because the dollars take care of themselves.
I understand. Used to be watch the pennies, but now it's, you know, I watch the dimes. They're not pennies anymore.
So yeah, basically that will be, the overall result will be the same. I just have to plop which year each
Sure.
thing is happening.
Okay.
So from all that, what I took those, it's, looks like the 2,950,000 shown for Potato Road.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like it's gonna happen in 2026. The Great
no,
Column.
the plan was that it was gonna happen in 2026.
That was the plan.
That
but
still is the plan unless I'm told that they can't go to bid this winter.
Oh, I thought I just heard you say
It's-
it wasn't gonna happen.
I'm saying, I'm not optimistic.
You're not
That's a different
optimistic.
discussion.
All right, that's a different discussion. I understand that. I understand that. Oh, okay.
I'm just
All right.
I'm just feeling like I'm
At the
sliding.
moment, that's still the hopeful plan.
That is still, I have
Okay.
not been told anything by the engineer that says we're not making this
Okay.
schedule yet.
All right.
And then on your annual tax appropriations, you're
Yeah.
kind of just plugging in numbers until you get to 2031 and then.
What we did
You're doing a
was,
3% increase going forward?
yes,
Okay.
once we, what we
that's the
did is
value of setting
we
the
took
spreadsheet.
we took that 50-something thousand and divided it over
Right.
3 years, and that's what we went up by, over the 5 years, I mean.
Understood.
So there's just 5 increments of like 12 grand to get
Sure.
up to the right number.
Yep. Yeah. And then
But we
3%.
still are losing a little bit because we're not keeping up with inflation on top of the getting back up, but we had to start somewhere.
I understand.
So
Yeah.
that's the
get it.
plan.
Okay. All right. You got any questions on bridges there, Mr.
On
Moy?
that right number, yes, one
Sure.
that you just described. That would be obviously to be putting money in the bank for future bridges. Would that, is that dependent on the state in the future funding 80-90%, continuing that pattern?
No,
Or is it
it's
dependent
not
on
gonna happen.
us having to pay? That's what I had heard
That's-
last year.
We,
So we need to
We're-
get to
we're told-
109 something because we think we're gonna have to pay.
there's two things. There's two parts of that. And the answer is yes to your question. If we talk about Potato Road Bridge, that's basically $3 million. Okay, in 20 years, we have to rebuild the deck. You know, that's gonna be,
That'll be on our dime.
it's on our
Yeah,
dime. Like, once you're given this, they're saying,
Got it,
make
Now
sure you have a
you take
capital
care of
plan
it.
and you take care of it. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't come back and redo.
got it. One more question about that Potato Road, by the way. Does this 3 million include elevating
Yes.
either side between, so that between Route 4 and
There's
and the
two,
hills,
there's-
it'll be higher ground?
there's two relief culverts going in on the road between Route 4 and the bridge, where they're gonna be big boxes to let the water flow if there was a flood.
And
There are
and the roadway
currently
is gonna be elevated.
24-inch
right?
culverts in
Yeah,
there.
these are a lot
They
bigger.
will be enlarged as I
Enlarged
saw the
culverts,
plan.
but the
to
roadway
box
will be
culvert,
elevated,
which will
right?
Flow
Yes, it's going up
probably 10,
above
12
floodplain,
times the flow.
and they're putting in the relief boxes.
Okay, got it. Yes.
You have to have them
So it won't
because when you
top.
create a dam,
It's not supposed to top.
you put all that pressure at the bridge.
Yeah. Well, it's not supposed to burn you, the better it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just sniff.
Well, I'm figuring we need a jet stream change to send it back to Canada.
Yeah.
Say, send them their own smoke.
Apparently they are finished with the surveying on Goose Pond Road. I
Okay.
have not seen them out there.
I
for
don't
a
know,
month
Claude, if you
now.
noticed, but by 2035, he's got about.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna be
950,000.
getting a pretty good sized bill here shortly from that.
Yeah,
Based on, the way he's going.
yeah, I understand.
Well, they had two crews. They
Yeah.
had one identifying
There was
boundaries
wetlands.
and
in
then the
there.
one behind them identifying elevations.
So hopefully the Goose Pond design will be done this fall.
So that'll be my
So you're
face
gonna,
very happy.
you're looking at the construction on Goose Pond Road next year? then?
Yes.
Yes. That's the
A year
plan.
ago, we were hoping for this year or not?
We're
No,
hoping to
we-
be able to start
we
it
knew
in late
this
fall.
year-
We knew we were
Fine.
hoping to do some of the big culverts this fall. That was
Oh.
all we thought we could get to, and
All right.
that's a 50-50. The goal was this fall, well, actually, I think in 2.5 weeks.
Survey.
They're gonna pave Switch Road
Okay,
and River Road, because that's part of the bond.
okay.
And
yeah.
then we're going to be doing the culverts between now and next spring. Then we have work to do. We have a bunch of culverts to
Yeah, I
replace.
know, yeah.
And then it'll be paved after that. So our hope is to pave at the end of next summer.
Got
But
it.
see, the thing is before we can start, we also gotta get all the permits in place. We won't, they're not applying, because
Oh,
like
yeah.
you just said, they just finished. The permits
Yeah, we
will
can't
probably
do
not be
anything.
in our hands until the end of September, beginning of October,
At the earliest.
at the
Yeah.
earliest.
That's-
So if we
yeah,
get
Just
those,
being optimistic, yeah.
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 So, the question is whether we can even pave next summer, because we have about 50 culverts to
There's
replace.
Crystal Lake
A lot of
Road. Yeah. I worked with them, we did the survey in.
So, it is what it is.
Is what it is. And they both do it, it was before
We're
they,
making progress.
before they raised the level of
You know,
link.
yeah,
The survey.
let's hope so.
And I got the
Let's hope we don't go
permitting
backwards anymore.
in the,
That would be
fall.
it.
They
Right.
said it would be a 3-month minimum. And I will say this, from what I've seen, HEB has done a much better job of getting on top of our projects than 2 other engineering firms that I worked with.
I don't know who you're talking.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay. But,
Is there
yeah,
any other business? Anybody has anything else they wanna discuss at this particular moment? No. All right, our next meeting then will be on August 20, same time, same location. And see what we were doing, what are we gonna be doing?
that's the fire police one,
Fire and
fire police EMS.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Cause the
Good.
police were on vacation this week and
Well,
massive adding stuff.
It's all right, we just gotta get them in, that's
Yeah, I
all.
know,
You know,
that's
you
all.
know,
This
as long as
was
we get
our
'em in,
speaking
you know.
of EMS, did Jordan leave, Amy? We were advertising for a job. I didn't look, sounded like her
Well,
job.
Jordan left last November.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we had
That's
brought in an interim.
Yeah.
And then Steven Kulatz, who was actually working under Jordan, is now in charge.
Yeah.
And he's actually in charge of the whole thing. He was his assistant on the fire side and.
Yeah.
we're
That's too
in the
bad.
ambulance side.
I thought she was pretty good. Why did she leave? Louis?
She
Uh,
took a
they-
full-time job at Hitchcock.
Oh, that's why.
And she was working remotely and she's trying to have kids, and I think she might have had one.
All right. But I like Jordan. I thought she was good, but
Bob,
that's
thank
all
you.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
good,
no,
yeah.
she did go.
Appreciate it.
and-
Nice. Thank you.
Problem. I'll see you again soon.
A motion to adjourn. Did we already? adjourn?
Not yet, we haven't.
Motion to adjourn.
Aye, all in
Aye.
favor? Aye, any opposed?
No.
Thank you very much, you could kill it.